What's the worst thing to say to a girl before going down on her? Get down there, hesitate, come back up, open your mouth to say something, but then retract the first sound that comes out of your mouth, then go back down. Who took my cell phone? I have to go pee. I wouldn't say anything because my so who has asexual level low libido refuses to seek any help in finding a normalcy. She doesn't want a sex life and I've never felt more undesired. I deserve to feel desired. One way ticket to Flavor Town, you whisper as your flamed shirt flaps behind you. I'm supposed to blow air in either hole, right? Don't do it though, it's bad for the gal. Before we start, I want to thank our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. A friend of mine hooked up with a girl who, for some reason, and for a period of months, was convinced he was Jewish. He isn't. She kept mentioning how she'd always liked dating Jewish guys, how she found circumcised dicks attractive. We are in the UK, so it's not as common. He's not cut, and basically doing everything she could to let him know that she was super open to the idea of fucking him. Except, you know, he wasn't actually Jewish. Eventually he pointed this out to her. She was slightly embarrassed, and they laughed it off, and decided to go out for a drink. All's well that ends well. As he tells the story, the first time they got together, and he was about to start going down on her, he looked her dead in the eyes and said, with a perfectly straight face, "Is this kosher?" There was, by all accounts, no second date. Edit, you guys are really eager to paint her as the bad guy in all this. Considering that he did in fact end up having sex with her, and b, my friend always was kind of an asshole, it's perfectly plausible that there was some other reason why she didn't want to see him again, and this is just the version of events he told his friends. To save a little bit of face, maybe we can just say it's a funny line without ripping into her for being a humorless bitch. This is what actually turned me off from ever going down on a girl. It's hard to when you have had 4 scarring incidents in your life. Majority of it happening when I was 17 to 18. Different girls. Smelled awful. I threw up in the back of my mouth and she called me a pussy for not wanting to. She had some cheese pieces over her lips and the smell was awful. Problem that killed me was that she was a hottie 18 and all. But to be that bad, I was egged on because everyone thought I was lucky to have dated her. A little diarrhea on the chin doesn't hurt, am I right guys? Pissed in my face for her humor. Had to drive home pissed on, pissed off. Not have had a good experience at all.